Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
What is going on? Bartman, Grave Encounters, J.A., welcome. How you doing tonight? It is another wonderful night in the neighborhood. So we're doing tarot readings tonight. It's tarot readings night. We are going to put down tarot cards and then we're going to do readings with them. That's because that's what we do here. We put down the tarot cards and then we do the readings with the tarot cards that we put down. Anyway, does anybody have a question? It's free live tarot readings, and I have no question. So I guess we'll look at the next deck we're going to look at. So we're going to unbox this tomorrow. It's another Push Kitty deck, the Wonder World Tarot. So this is the Alice in Wonderland one. So I'm kind of curious as to what this is going to look like. Ooh, look at that back. That is a beautiful back right there. Alice in Wonderland Tarot looks like pretty good indeed. Caden, welcome to the stream. How you doing? So we get the feel, get a little magician action, Empress. It's more of a different art style than some of the other ones, so I kind of like it. It's good to have some variety with that. So it's like mushed faces a little bit and a little bit of old school sort of anime look to it. So this will be kind of interesting to unbox that and see what's going on. Grave Encounters, I'm doing good. How are you? I'm just hanging out here on the stream and all of this other good stuff. So it is another day on the stream. We do the stream every night in case you haven't been here before. I don't think I have anybody new in chat, but there are lurkers. There are people that hang out and they're like, hey, what is going on here? And I'm like, hey, we stream, you know. Grave Encounters, yeah, it's been a minute. How have you been? It's good to see you indeed. So, yeah, a lot of cool stuff going on over here. We're doing the art tutorial. So I posted an art tutorial to Patreon, so you can pick up that. If you're a Patreon member, you can learn how to do some art stuff, how to create tarot cards and whatnot. So we're doing animals right now, and the next week we're going to be doing a tarot card and I think acrylic and or oil paint. So, and then I want to get into watercolor because we're going to do some cards in watercolor because there's so many of those. I'm very familiar with the process and whatnot. So it's going to be kind of fun just to go through all of that. So the next few weeks is going to be pretty cool. Super duper Flow, welcome. How you doing? Philippe, welcome to the stream. Andrew, welcome as well. Good to see you guys. All right, YouTube user has a question tonight. YouTube user wants to know, we're still silent. What does A feel about me? Well, let's go to the Tarot Tower and let's get some A cards. If I'm an A, excuse me, if I'm an A, what haven't we used? Like, what is it like it's been? It's been a minute since we've used, oh, look at this one. Look at this one. How long has it been since we have used this one over here? I still have the box over here waiting to be used and we just haven't like thrown it down. This is a pre-Raphaelite tarot. Speaking of art, this is the one that everybody was all excited about when I unboxed it. Now, this person released another one coming out soon, I believe. It hasn't come out yet. I think it like got shoved out into this year, but this is one of those where it's supposed to be out in November and it got delayed, Mr. Grouper and Neve, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Yeah, sure. Mr. Grouper, what's your question? Throw it out there. Anyway, so we'll do a little bit of a YouTube use, or what is A feel for me? We are currently silent. We have nothing going on. What is happening? We have a fluctuation in feelings over here. You got the 9 of Cups, which does sort of mean that A is pretty consistent, at least with feelings. That's about the only thing they're consistent with, but feelings is something that they are fairly consistent with. 9 of Cups is going to be a good card. I mean, you're sort of coming in here. You're trying to figure out where we're feeling, what we're doing, and it does have that moment, right? It has that moment going in. The 9 of Cups says that we have a consistent feeling. We have emotions. We're sort of in there. We're excited about what we see. We're excited about what we're doing. And 9 of Cups said the emotions are pretty stable as far as that goes. Now, we are looking for consistency. I think you had that kind of in your last reading. Boo Boo, welcome to the stream. What do you got? Archita? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we need consistency. This is something that you saw in the last reading last night. This is something where starting to see a pattern with A. And the pattern is I need consistency. I need something that's going to be reliable. And they're looking for that, right? The Wheel of Fortune. This is something that you saw before. This is something you've seen a few days ago. The Wheel of Fortune, the more A comes about, the more A is sort of in there. You do have more Wheel of Fortune action in here, looking for consistency with this. Now, the Four of Cups. A lot of things are just making A unhappy, where they don't feel like they're getting the satisfaction, they're getting the happiness that they need. They feel stunted. They feel like not a lot of progress is being made there, but that is just the problem with A themselves. Overall, I think A still has emotions for you. A still has feelings for you, and they still are looking for that level of consistency. Very interesting indeed that we got a lot of the same cards that we did yesterday and a couple of days ago too. That Wheel of Fortune seems to be cropping up more and more as you sort of get in there. Anyway, at least that's what I'm seeing, that is what I'm seeing, a pattern. A YouTube user, thank you for your third donation. I appreciate that. Caden is coming in here. Will I have... Oh my, I had to sneeze. Will I have a encounter while I'm in Italy? Will I get some while I'm in Italy? I mean, when in Rome, do as the Rome, or no, when in Italy. I don't know if you're in Rome, but when in Rome, do as the Romans do. And the Romans did it quite often, is what I'm saying. The Romans did it quite often because,
everybody loves the D.
The Romans love D. Romans enjoy D. I think that is the mainstay. That is the mainstay in D. All right. Now, Caden's going over there. I don't know if, you might be in Rome. I don't know. But Caden's going to at least Italy, maybe in Florence, maybe a little bit. I mean, I have Ovaltine. I'm boring. Ovaltine's not half bad. Unless you're on keto, then Ovaltine's not very good. Anyway, all right, let's see. Am I going to have an encounter? I think so. This is going to be a short-term thing, but I think you kind of know that, right? This is going to be a little bit of an opportunity that comes about, and they're going to have an opportunity to get that in. You got to get it in, literally. You got 2 tens. Very important here. Boo-boo, thank you for your donation. We got 2 tens in here. Now, 1 says this is not permanent, or this is not really a new beginning or some interaction where you're like, oh, I want to hang out with you and we want to be together forever. This is not one of those. I think this is something a little bit casual, a little bit not permanent, not a lot of things going on with it, but I do think you have an encounter. The 10 of Pentacles, happy home, happy family, and getting it done the way we get it done. Now, there is a level of instability with this. We kind of reviewed that over here. That's going to be okay. Not every encounter is going to be permanent. We have some encounters, a little overnighters, maybe a one-nighter type of thing. That's not going to be a bad thing. A lot of times you just get where you need to be, and you just enjoy what you can enjoy because that's what you do. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. But that's all you need in life. But yes, I think that's going to be possible. Thumbs up for a little bit of an encounter as we go into Italy and see what kind of things we do. Now, if you haven't been to Italy before, if you take public transportation, you will get pickpocketed. Like there's a massive pickpocket problem over there, is what I'm saying. So if you're new to Italy, be aware that you will get pickpocketed on the mass transit, because they were in my pockets. I mean, they were literally like, at least buy me dinner first before you grope me that much. Something like that. But it was pretty bad. It was pretty prominent as we went in there. So let's go for the next ideal. The next thing going over in here. Got a little bit of an encounter coming up in Italy. We got A still having feelings for us with a Wheel of Fortune just hovering, literally hovering around the YouTube user readings tonight. Grateful Goddess, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Who else joined? I think that's it. Indeed, please hit like on the video. It's kind of slow tonight, you know? Everybody's like, hey, it's always so busy. Well, it's a slow night tonight. We can get some stuff done. Over here. All right. I will not reach out anymore. What are they going to do? What are the next actions? What are the next actions that A is going to take over here? All right, we still have some interest. We still have some emotional stability. We still have some things there. A needs to step up to the plate at this point. A needs to step up to the plate and make things happen. What are their next move? 4 of Wands, 3 of Cups, and 7 of Cups. I think A is involved with somebody else. I think A has a little side thing going. The 3 of Cups being a third-party card. You already see this, and I think you kind of knew that before. You knew that A was dabbling a little bit with, you know, at least discussing and talking to other people, and I think they had that itemization going on over there. But the 3 of Cups says they are sort of in with somebody else. Now, 4 of Wands, I think this is something that is temporary. I think they're going to get over that and then sort of move towards you again. If you give them enough time, they're going to move towards you again. The 4 of Wands. I think they like the happy home, happy family. I think they like the opportunities that they had with you. And this is something they want to chase, something that they want to do. They want to be a part of with that. 7 of Cups does say that they do want more people or multiple people. It's not something where they're willing to just commit to one person for a long period of time. You've already seen evidence of this, but just prepare yourself because that's sort of how A rolls and how A will be rolling in the long run. 7 of Cups and the 3 of Cups, sort of a third party thing. This is something where their emotions are a little bit separate, a little bit, you know, all over the place, but they will be coming back. 4 of Wands. Again, we're looking for that stability. I think that they will be coming back. Now, don't reach out. I think that's going to be okay. They will come back to you. I don't think that is going to be a problem at all. GK, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, YouTube user is a mother girl. A is looking for long term. So we have, again, we have seen a lot of Wheel of Fortunes. A is looking for something stability-wise. I think they have a problem getting it. In other words, their actions that they take to get the stability don't coincide with somebody that actually wants said stability. But let's sort of see where they're going. Am I the person that they want to have this long-term thing with? 4 of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and Temperance. I think so. Again, they are looking for that. They're reaching out for that. 4 of Pentacles says they're not willing, again, to make a lot of actions that are conducive to a long-term relationship. A lot of their actions point to short-term, point to something temporary, point to something that's not going to be stable, not going to be long-term hardcore. Page of Cups shows their emotional instability, their immaturity sometimes that you have run into. I think you're going to continue to sort of see some of that, and, you know, that's going to be okay. But you sort of knew you were signing up for that when you did sign up for that. Temperance says it's all about balance, and I think A is trying to find that balance. So yeah, I think that you are the person that they're looking for long term, but it's just a matter of them implementing behaviors that are conducive to long-term possibilities. That's going to be the big thing indeed. All right. Let's see, what do we got going on next? Somebody wrote me and they said, hey, you use the same deck twice sometimes. I'm like, yeah, that's what I do. I read tarot cards. I don't know. We got the birthday girl tonight. Boo Boo, welcome and happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday indeed. Now, Boo Boo always wants the thoth. We got a little birthday. Boo Boo, we're going to use a different thoth. We're going to use the different thoth tonight. Just for you. It's still thoth, but it is special. It is a little more vibrant. It is a little more dynamic. We're going to use that for your readings tonight. It's what I'm saying. You know, got the It is Capricorn season. It's Capricorn season. Never know what you're going to get. Never know what you're going to get on Capricorn season. That's what I'm saying. All right. Little birthday reading. We're going to use a Thoth derivative over here by M.M. Moline. If you don't have this deck, you need this deck. If you're a Thoth fan, there are all kinds of Thoth derivatives, and this is one of them. It's called the Rosetta Tarot. Rosetta Tarot. First edition, too, numbered and signed by the author. Which one did I get? Which one did I get? It's numbered and signed. I don't know. Where's my number and my sign? Where's my number and my sign? I'm supposed to get one. It says numbered and signed. Now I'm kind of curious what number I got. I don't know. What did I get? Does anybody see? Did I get maybe a certificate or something with it that I threw away? That could be it. That could be it. Anyway, it is a first edition, and by A2 House, and by M.M. Moline, and it's a Thoth derivative. Now, this is copyright 2011. That's been a long time ago. Man, that has been a long time ago. I've had this thing a long ass time. I have this thing, what, 11 years? 11 years I've had this, and it still looks brand new. It still looks new. You got to treat your decks right. You got to make love to your tarot cards. Well, not literally. Anyway, love apples and Christina. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. All right, a little birthday reading for you. Art. Ooh, art is great indeed. Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune seems to be in every reading tonight. Is that even a thing? Is that even a thing, the Wheel of Fortune? You're just going to be in every reading? What kind of emotions are we pulling up here? What kind of things are we having over here with it? Wheel of Fortune seems to be in every read. Now, when we have this, I think it's more of a general statement for everybody. I think it is. I think it sort of hints at stick to the norm. Stick to the norm right now. Maybe the next couple of days, maybe the next week. We need to stick to the norm. Stay in our boundaries. Don't reach out too much because that is going to be maybe a possible problem. But sticking to what we know, sticking to our boundaries, understanding where we can be, where we can't be, and not trying to overreach. Maybe across January too. I think that could be important indeed. Anyway, so let's look at sort of specifically what we got. Now, you do have 3 majors for your birthday. I think 2022 is going to be pretty decent for you. Now, here's a couple of predictions. Let's go ahead and try a couple of predictions. We're going to go out on a limb because that's what I do. I got a lot of time tonight. We're going to do some robust readings tonight, just saying. The Knight of Wands, right? Wheel of Fortune and Art and the High Priestess. What are we looking at? Be careful what you share in the beginnings of this year, right? The beginnings of this year. Be careful what you share. I think oversharing is not going to be advantageous for you because I think you have a couple of secrets to keep. High Priestess, you have a couple of things to keep on the down low. I think some people are trusting you with some secrets. Some people are trusting you with some information. This year, it's going to be important not to share that. It's going to be important to get down and keep that in the vault. Don't let that leak out. The High Priestess says, be careful about what we share. Oversharing is going to be a little bit more on the dangerous side here. Knight of Wands. When you pursue something, put in 120%. I don't think that half-assed doing it this year is going to work. I don't think getting productive this year and then doing something half-assed is just going to work. I think go 120%. That's what the Knight of Wands does. It goes 120, 130% into everything. It dives in full steam. I think if you just sort of partially do it, you're not going to get the results that you want. You're not going to get the sort of the outcome that you desire. There's a lot of things you're going to hit in sort of, dead end with that. Wheel of Fortune, as always, again, so stick to your guns. Stick to things that you know. Reaching out, doing things way, way out of your comfort zone is not going to be conducive to helping you out so far. You need to sort of stick with it and sort of slow down a little bit in that. Art is interesting. Art talks about strength. It talks about getting the possibilities here, getting things in here that you sort of need to have for balance, because I think you need balance this year. I think this is your year for bringing things into balance. 2021 was full of extremes for you. Let's admit that. I mean, you're nodding your head now when I say that. You know that it's real. You know that 2021 was full of extremes. You need to eliminate that in 2022 as best as you can. The Tori Franco, welcome. Linda, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? It is a year of balancing things out, slowing things down a little bit, getting a little into the wheel of fortune, and letting things sort of settle down. 2022 is going to be more of a settled down, focused, getting things done, but getting them done right. GK, next 2 months in love. Let's see what kind of love things you got going, GK. Going over here to the Tarot Tower. We're going to grab a deck we haven't used in a hot minute, and that is this one right here. This is the Arcana Tarot, the $100 tarot cards that I picked up this year that I regret picking up. I regret picking up because they're already showing signs of wear. And this is the brand new one, you know? YouTube, usually thank you for your other donation, you know? This is one I should have, you know, I thought it looked so great. And then I paid way too much for it. I think I'm done with that. 2022. If you're going to charge me $100 for a tarot deck, I'm probably not going to pick it up in 2022. Probably not going to do that. I went out on a limb. I risked it, you know, risked it all in 2021. And I'm very disappointed with many decks that I paid good money for. And I just don't want to repeat that process. But next 2 months in love, GK. Let's look at it. You got the Sun, you got Temperance, and you have the Four of Swords. Basically, you want to sort of get Joe. Welcome. How you doing? You want to get into a place to where you're comfortable, but still out there. You want to get into a place where you're comfortable, but you're still out there. In other words, you don't really want to be way, way, way out there with dating or way, way, way out there with love. There is, I think, okay, basically an earth sign that is waiting for you. And you're asking who is the one. We'll discuss that in a minute. But right now, I think it is an earth sign. I think this earth sign has been out there. The earth sign is getting closer. And I think this year you have a big possibility to get into that earth sign and to get going with that relationship and to get it done. The sun sheds light on so many things. And I think it also sort of shows you the pathway. It almost focuses as a star because you have the Sun and Temperance, almost like a star card here, where you're focused on where you need to be, where you want to go, how you want to get there. I think a lot of things become very clear this year as far as love goes. This 2 month being a big start or being the kickstart, being the booster that you need to get going with that. The Sun illuminates your path. It shows you where you are. It shows you how things are going to go. Now, Temperance says, again, this person brings you into balance. So what do I mean? They have benefits. They have things that they're good at that you're bad at. They have things that they're bad at that you're good at. It's almost like that you blend together well. You blend together very well in a lot of aspects. That skill-wise, is that knowledge-wise, is this love-wise, and things like that. And the Four of Wands sort of says this is worth the wait. This is something where it's going to be very crucial for you to be patient, to be steady, and to be sort of focused on where you want to go with this relationship or with this connection once it opens up and once it becomes available to you. Because I think the Sun says it will be coming available to you. And this 2 months starts that process off. So I think that is important. Now, we do have another question from GK. Let's start that off too and go with the GK down here. Now, we're coming back to Caden. We got a couple of YouTube users. Who is the one for me? Again, I think it is an earth sign. I think you have a focused earth sign that has been waiting. That is something that's pending, that is something that you are going to encounter, at least start the pathway in the next few months. So let's sort of get a little more information on that and see how that's going to go. You got the Knight of Wind, you got the Two of Ashes, and the Lover. All right, see? Here we go. This is where we were headed. This is where we were going in the last reading. And I'm so glad we did the double reading here. Linda, thank you for your donation. You do have the Knight of Wind. This is all about chasing it with everything that you have. And I think once you see the open door, once the opportunity presents itself to you, you need to do the chase. You need to go through. You need to not hesitate because a lot of times we second doubt ourselves. We're like, oh, I don't really know. But the Lover says, says the connection is real. The connection is there. And this is something that you want to encounter, that you want to do, that you want to be focused in, right? Two of Ashes. This is it's all about searching and seeking and finding what you need. Because once you define what you need, once you understand it's an earth sign, once you understand the sort of you're just going to meet this person, I think that sort of focuses in on that. Now, I think the person has dark hair. I think this is more of a brunette type of person. I also think the person has very it's almost like very focused and powerful eyes is what basically where we're going with this, right? Focused, powerful eyes. I think that is going to be sort of some of their traits we can look forward to and we can sort of check out. Anyway, let's see what else is going on over there. Ash, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. We're hooping back to Caden because we skipped Caden. We're coming back here. Love reading Gilded Tower Royale. Thank you. You're quite welcome. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. See what kind of action we got going on now. This is one that everybody loves. Everybody is in love with the Gilded Tower Royale. Toonie Tarot, thank you for your donation. This is one that everybody's focused on. Everybody talked about the Gilded Tarot. You know, everybody loves it. And Caden loves it indeed. But, you know, all right, love reading a Gilded Tarot. Let's do it. Let's get your love reading out there. You're looking at a Six of Pentacles. Oh, Nine of Cups and the Two of Swords reversed. The Two of Swords reversed, right? I think the blindfold's coming off at this point. Triple Moon, Goddess, welcome to the stream. I think the blindfold's coming off. I think the blindfold is coming off in the next few months for you. You're able to see a lot of things you haven't seen before. You're able to understand. I think that you have new guides waiting for you. I think the big time, you have new guides waiting for you, and you want to embrace those. You want to talk to those. You want to figure out kind of, you know, where we're going with love, where we're going with the sort of the sensuality and all the stuff that we're chasing. Six of Pentacles says you are going to be handed more opportunities, basically straight up handed more opportunities, given more things. You are being given some opportunities, given some insight, given some things. And again, I think this is your guides communicating with you. They have a lot of information for you. Nine of Cups. Overall, you're looking at 2022 being a fantastic year for love. Nine of Cups is about the passion. It is about the selection. It is about the happiness and the emotional stability that we have been looking for, I think, is headed your way in 2022. I mean, you have a lot of moving parts with this reading. I think with love in general, you have a lot of moving parts that are waiting around for you. And a lot of things that are going on, a lot of motion, a lot of action that is going to be sort of in the mix and sort of going within there. All right, let's get the Labanco Tarot right now. This is one of the tarots that we have been waiting to use all night. I mean, we just started, but we've been waiting all night anyway. Labanco Tarot. This is a great deck. I love it. Jared's Tarot and such. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? All right. YouTube users got a couple of 3 readings to go now. Let's get a YouTube user in one of these. Will A confess about the third party to me? Because I will. Will A confess about the third party? I mean, we have our eyes? Maybe. Now, always, entertainment purposes only. Julie, thank you for your donation. Entertainment purposes only. I'm just saying. We got to, I don't think so. They're looking for stability within the third party. I think they have been looking for stability with it. King of Cups. Now, this is somebody they're not all that interested in. The King of Cups is emotionally distant. They are on an island. They are isolated. This is not somebody that you just want to dedicate yourself to. Bottom line, right? King of Cups. I'm emotionally distant from this person. I don't really care. Ace of Pentacles. I'm just going to give it a shot. You give it a shot. A lot of times you're just talking to people, you say hi, you're just entertaining them, you're interacting with them, and you're not really serious about anything. That's kind of where we're at here. The Ace of Pentacles. I don't really expect much stability, but I'm going to just sort of see what happens, right? Five of Swords. I think they are going to get stabbed in the back by this individual. I don't think this is going to be somebody permanent. I think they're going to get hurt by them. Not going to be a thing that they're going to hang around with, but I don't think they're going to confess anything. They're going to try it out. It ain't going to work out. That's just the way it goes. The way it goes. Julie, thank you for your other donation. All right, we got another couple of, let's skip over to YouTube users other thing. YouTube user has a question below. The YouTube user has a question below that. Is A worth chasing or move on? Look for long term and a baby to raise and ain't got time. I got the baby rabies. I got to get the baby out, and is A going to be a big waste of my time? Let's find out. Looking for a longer term relationship. I think that there are better options out there than A. I think that's pretty clear, right? You do have the lovers in here. You do have a 9 of swords. I think that A offers you a lot. Triple Moon Goddess, thank you for your donation. I think A offers you a lot of things that you like. They offer a lot of things that you enjoy, a lot of things that you like. You've known A for a while. We have the party with A. We've had interactions with A. We've had all of these other opportunities with A. It's difficult just to cut them off. It's difficult to move on from this particular individual. The 9 of swords, it's hard to do that. But there are better options out there. The 4 of cups is having too much of the same thing. The 4 of cups is having all of these cups. I just don't want any more. And that's kind of where you're at with A, right? You sort of at your last nerve, working your last nerve sometimes. But there are better options out there. If you want to make it work, you can make it work. But yeah, there are better options for you. I don't think you have a shortage of other options, but there is that, right? The lovers, we can make it work if we need to, but how much, A is one of those where you have to just release it and stop worrying, right? The 9 of swords. You don't want that card in your mix. You just don't want it in your mix. I think if you worry, if you're concerned, if you're constantly in angst with this person, I think it's doing you any good. You just kind of got to release, right? You got to release. You posted a cryptic message on Facebook. Did A see it? Let's find out if A is actually checking your Facebook. If they're watching, if they got a little cryptic message idea, and there's like, whoa, what's going on over there? We'll see about that. CF, thank you for your donation over PayPal. I appreciate you. All right, let's refresh PayPal. There we go. CF, let me know what your question is. All right. Did they see it? 4 of swords? Not yet. It's going to be a while. I don't think they're checking your Facebook. I don't think they're monitoring you that close. The 4 of swords, this is going to be a while, but yeah, they will see it. They will see it. The star, it is an illuminated light in front of them, and you have to kind of, wait for that to happen, basically. But they will see it, and when they see it, they're like the 9 of wands. I think they're confused a lot by what you do if it's cryptic. This is a person that you need to be straight up forward with. They're confused with the cryptic. 9 of wands is like the wounded warrior. They just kind of understand that you've been through a lot. They put you through a lot. They kind of regret. I remember in the last reading, they kind of regret a lot of the things that they've done. But yeah, they see it and they're just like, meh, it's kind of what it is, what it is. This is not something they're just going to angst over or anything like that. I don't think that's there. Anyway, we got more YouTube user later, but for now, we're going to Linda. Let's see. Taylor asks, Texas, my new apartment is going to be better fit for me. All right. Is my new apartment going to be a better fit for me? Welcome to the stream, Taylor. Taylor, how you doing? Taylor, have you seen the money trick? Has Taylor seen the money trick? If Taylor hasn't seen the money trick, basically the idea, Taylor, is you need to go and get a new apartment, and all you got is $5, Taylor. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, $5. That's all you have in the world is $5. And you're not going to have enough to put down a down payment on anything with $5. What you need is $100. You need more than $100. You need more than $100. You need 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. If you have $500, then it's much better. It's much easier to get an apartment and to get just about anything, including a lot of new tarot decks with $500. So, I'm just saying it's a lot easier. It's just a lot simpler to get that done when you have more cash. Anyway, at least that's what I think. That is my personal opinion on that. It's 8 degrees here. It is 8 degrees here. It's 30 degrees here. The Q is not bad. We are here and we just need to go down through here. So it's not too bad tonight. It's nice. It's like nice. It's not slow, but it's like nice and relaxing. It's kind of, just kind of chill and do all of that stuff. We got Valentina coming in with a PayPal donation. Valentina, thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right, Taylor asks, is the new apartment going to be a better fit? Let's go over here. I'm going to have a good apartment, like a good quality apartment. I'm going to use my deck. Taylor, we're going to use my deck right here. This is the one with Tarot Oracle on the back of it. The one with Tarot Oracle on the back of it. That's the one for any apartment read. You gotta go with that. You gotta make that happen. All right, now, Taylor, we're going to have a better apartment than what you got now, because, damn. You are looking, okay, we can do that. That is, you're going to have less friends. You're going to have less connections. If that's okay, then that's okay. You're going to have less connections. It's like you're losing a lot of connections. You're losing a lot of help. You're losing a lot of assistance. You're losing a lot of opportunities that you had before. Okay? That's okay. That's all right, because we always make new friends. Always make new friends. That's going to be what is important indeed. Now, overall, I think the world says yes. That is the ending of all the majors. That is not only a major, which, by the way, we have 3. So I think the apartment is going to be a good fit. But we do have the world. When you're looking at moving, when you're looking at expanding, I think the world opens up a lot of doors that need to be open, basically. So, maybe more resources around you that you like. Maybe just a better fit, less annoying neighbors, more parking space. All the things are going to be important. The dumpster's close by. You know what I mean? When you're in an apartment, little things count for a lot. The dumpster being close by, a lot of parking right next to our apartment, covered parking being available, and maybe even free. Crystals and Paint, thank you for your donation. A lot of, nice people at the apartment manager being nice in case you're late on something. They don't like, they don't like chain you up or something. Aveth, welcome to the stream, and thank you for your donation. What else? Neighbors being not noisy, a lot of buffer between you and the apartment above and below you, because you need a lot of buffer for that. Neighbors that are just nice, that are just nice overall. And, so many things, no big parties, so many Friday nights at 2 a.m. So many things are important in apartments that you just don't realize until you're there. I think the world says you're going to have a lot of these bonuses for you. It's going to be a lot better than sort of where you were at. Knight of Cups. I think there is a possibility basically of, some love there. I think there are some good feelings, there are some good emotions. I think it just feels good at this new apartment overall. But there are some things going on over there. There's some things going on over there that you don't know about and that you're going to find out about in 2 months after you get there. In 2 months after you get there, come back and let me know. What are these things? What are these things that you have that are coming out there that a little bit of a secret being revealed after the first couple of months after that? Overall, I like it. I think it's going to be pretty cool indeed. Ash likes it too. Should I wait to buy a house in 2023 or 2022? Let's find out. That is clearly a throwdown. We can do that. We can do. Wait. Well, let's get the throw.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
Now, by the way, a throwdown is a brutal cage match between two options that we have. And we are going to get that cage match right now because 2022 and 2023 are going to be big years. They're going to be big years. And buying a house right now is kind of stunted because damn, they're expensive. My house doubled in value and I didn't do a damn thing. I just sat here. I sat here on my booty and my house doubled in value, which is good indeed. All right. 2022 is up on the top left and 2023 is going to be over here. What is the best time to buy a house? Okay. What's the best time to buy a house? Clearly in this read, I think 2022 is going to be your best thing, but I would wait. I would wait. Entertainment purposes only. Never buy the most expensive thing you're ever going to buy in your lifetime based upon a fat man reading your cards on the internet. Right? A fat man like me reading cards on the internet is not how you should base your financial decisions. But if you would, and you asked, Neve, thank you for your donation. I'm thinking, and Phil, thank you for your donation. I'm thinking 2022 is going to be your best year. Now, if you watch my tarot course, you know this is reward for work. This is the opportunity. This is the beautiful three, the spending the money, the birth, the creation of something that you need. And I think that is going to be in 2022. Now, you do have this over here. There's going to be a lot of filtering that you're going to have to do on these damn websites to get the house that you want. In fact, I think you accidentally run into the house that you're looking for. So there's something to look forward to indeed. 2022 wins by a mile. By a mile. By a mile. Now that we have all of that covered, let's go to the next one. The next one is going to be Toonie Tarot. The next 3 months, Playful Heart Tarot? Sure. You watch the Kitten Chops interview. That's what I'm talking about. Kitten Chops was like the best interview that I've had. Kitten Chops was amazing. I mean, I like the Amy interview. I like all the interviews, quite frankly. Tatiana, thank you for your donation. I like all the interviews, but Kitten Chops was a great one. Because we had Christina here. That was before Christina was working 15 hours a day. That was, that's back in the old days. The olden days where Christina only worked 10 hours. And she did not work 15 hours a day. Speaking of which, is she still at work? We got all these PayPal donations. I didn't forget about you. We want to see if Christina's done with her 15 hours yet. I mean, maybe. Nope. Let's see. Hit refresh. Nope. She's still there. But it's gonna be one of those. Anyway, I got money. Okay, ways, terms of service. What? Security updates. I don't care about that. Okay, now let's go back to PayPal. Open that up. We got Valentina. We got CF, and we got to do both of those next, right after Toonie Tarot. All right, the next 3 months. Let's get it done. All right. Oh my, Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is the next thing. I mean, that is one of those. That is one of those you got to deal with. Ten of Swords is kind of a rough start. It is kind of a rough start. The next 3 months is going to be a kind of a reboot for you, basically, right? The one thing about the Ten of Swords that you got to understand is what's after it is as important. Julie, thank you for your donation. What's after the Ten of Swords? Because, okay, fine, we cut stuff out. Okay, fine, we have an ending to something that could have been prominent in our lives, an ending to something that could have been critical. We have it ending. What's next? What is next is the Eight of Wands. It's time to move your ass. It's time to get going. Something's ending because something else is beginning. Powerful message here. I love this combination. I adore this combination, but Knight of Wands next to it with a Six of Cups. This is something in the next 3 months. We're going to make a powerful connection. We're going to lose a connection, but we're going to make a powerful connection to replace it. That's going to be critical right there. I love that. The 10 of Swords into the 8 of Wands. It's time to get moving. It's time to make the connections. It's time to sort of get some opportunities, chase those out, get those shaken out, because I think you do have a little bit of a shakeup here with this combination. Now, the Knight of Wands talks about the fiery aspect here. And I think if you're willing to do that, if we're willing to put forth the energy, because I do think you have an influx of basically more energy, more excitement after this is here. It's almost like that you have a connection or something that you're connected to that needs to be removed, but you don't want to remove it because you think it could be detrimental to you, but in reality, it's not. Six of Cups says we do meet somebody during this process. We do have another opportunity, basically almost like a new friend, a powerful connection is what I'm saying after this is done. I think a lot of this is going to be happening in the next 3 months. I think the next 3 months is not going to be boring at all. You do have that cut. You're like, oh, anyway, that's the way it goes. YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. We got Fem coming in. Does M still want me? Let's find out, Fem. Do they want you indeed? Let's see. Where the hell? Should I patent my idea? Ooh, that's a good question. I like that. What is going on with the scrolling tonight? There's something weird with the scrolling tonight. It's one of those nights where everything is sort of weird technology-wise, okay? I mean, I do technology for a living, so I'm good with weird things technology wise, but it's just sort of a pain in my butt. you know, I said we do PayPal. We're going to do PayPal next. Gabby, thank you for your donation. We are skipping straight to the PayPal. Fim, we're putting you on the back. Whoa, did you see that? Did you see that hop is skipping a jump? Look at that. Look at that. We're going straight to PayPal, by the way. Straight to PayPal right now. We're going to overwrite Fim. Fim, we're going to come back to you. I promised all these PayPal people. We got to get them. Got to get them. CF had a question on PayPal. CF's been waiting. CF is over here like, when am I going to get my question? I paid like a year ago, right? All they wanted to know was, will FL contact me soon? And I want to give you that answer. And I'm going to tell you now that the Fool, the Five of Swords, and the Four, this is something where they make a little bit too casual of a contact. What I'm saying by that, it's like I'm not really dedicated contact. I'm not really focused contact. It's more of a casual mention. Maybe it's a tag on social media. Maybe it's something where they hear it from somebody else. Maybe it's sort of a third-party connection. You just have a casual contact coming in. So that's a thumbs up, okay? But it's not like a dedicated connection where they're just going to call you and go, yo, CF, how you been doing? CF, how are you doing? I don't think it's one of those. I think it's a casual connection. But yes, the Fool, I'm going to take the adventure. I'm going to take that leap. But the Four, something's hidden. And the Five, something's hidden. Got a couple of swords, but they're sort of stinted swords. They're sort of pulled back. The energy is withdrawn on those swords. Now, Valentina wants to know, will I find a job at the end of January? Let's see if that's going to be a possibility indeed, and be working at that time. All right. So Valentina, V wants to know, job end of January. Can I get a job by the end of January? I think that could be a possibility. Let's find out by using the Curious Travels Tarot. In case you haven't seen this one of my favorites. The Fool card is scary. It could be. It could be indeed. Depends on, I guess it depends on how you're going to look at it. Anyway, let's see. End of job at January. You do. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I like that. That is going to be a big old thumbs up for this one. I love this one. The Ace of Swords. You're talking about getting the connection, getting the call, and getting the job in there. The Ace is so important when you're looking for a job because that is the connection that you need. That is the collaboration that you need. And the Star, the job just sort of comes and finds you almost, right? It comes and finds you, the Star. You see a North Star, you follow it, there's your job. The Three says this is not going to be a full-time permanent thing though, right? Why? Okay, the message is, Samantha, thank you for your donation. The message is, why are we still looking when we have a job? Why do we need to scan the horizon, scan all this stuff when we already have a job? I think the reason is because another job makes an opportunity, or you're still looking for something, but this is going to suffice you in the meantime, right? It's going to be sufficient, but it's not going to be like a long-term permanent kind of thing with that. But I do think you get a job. Anyway, YouTube user has another question below. Let's see what YouTube user wants. The girl who a backstab A and the third party is a girl from the grocery store called Save on Foods. I don't know. That's really, YouTube user, that's really specific. That's very specific. Mina, welcome to the stream. How you doing? That is very, very specific. I don't know. How do you know about this grocery store girl? Apparently people be meeting people in the melon. If you're shopping for melons, and you're just like, you're feeling the melons, and there's an opportunity to talk to somebody with some melons. That could be an opening. That could be an opening for you, is what I'm saying. In the grocery store, apparently A is picking them up. The Fool, the Eight of Wands, and the Three of Swords. I don't think so. I don't think it's the melon girl. I just don't think it's the melon girl that was in that particular store. I don't think that's it, just quite frankly, right? The Fool. I think they had an adventure. This was a possibility. I think they did chase it, but they got nowhere with it. This is somebody. I don't think the melon trick worked for them. I just don't think it happened, right? I think she got a can of green beans and just bashed him over the head with it. Or, something happened. Maybe she picked up a cake from the bakery aisle and shoved it in his face like the Three Stooges. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm just going to say no. Just going to say no for the time being. By the way, in case you wonder what that deck was, it's a This Might Hurt tarot. Because this might hurt indeed. You know what I mean? Julie has a couple of questions. Speaking of hurting, we're going to stick with this. How's the connection between Charles and Mary Jane, or MJ, I guess? And will Donald and Tracy break up for good? Let's find out what Donald and Tracy are doing. What's going on with all of that? Did they meet in the melon aisle? We need to know these questions. These are questions that are active and important on the string. I think we need to understand these things very closely. All right, let's find out. MJ and Charles, okay? How is that going? What kind of things do we got going on? How is that connection? Is it going to be pretty good? The star says it's a good connection. I mean, the star in any kind of connection, any kind of relationship read always means it's going to be healthy and pretty good. Now, there's a bit of an emotional separation. It's almost like that there's different goals within this connection. I think it's okay, but there are different goals within the connection, or there's a different sort of approach to how they want to do things within this connection. Ace of Swords is the communication's fantastic. The connection is pretty good, but it's almost like we have a different goals. We have a separation of where we need to be and how we need to go, right? The star says, hey, we like it. Overall, this is something that's powerful, but it's just sort of a separate dealio sometimes, but that's the way it goes. That is the way it goes indeed. So I think the connection's all right. With Donald and Tracy, are they going to be broken up for good? Are they going to be broken up for good? Are they going to terminate everything? Are we going to have a 10 of Swords a moment happen here? Knight of Cups, King of Pentacles, and 7 of Wands. I think that there's a big old separation within this for sure. YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. Knight of Cups says there's still some romance lingering here. This is something that still needs to be sort of fleshed out a little bit. The problem is that both of them got too comfortable. They just got too damn comfortable. King of Pentacles next to the 7 of Wands. They got into routine. They're a little too comfortable. They have a little bit of difficulty, and they need to work through it. Bottom line, I think it's quite possible to work through it. Not a problem at all. I don't have a 10 of Swords. I don't have a reverse Lovers. I don't have a reverse 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. I don't have anything that would indicate kind of a permanent disconnection. I don't even have 3 of Swords. I just have a disconnect between these two individuals and just a lot of distance, a lot of space that has happened over a period of time with this King of Pentacles. We got too comfortable. We stopped working on things. We got selfish. We didn't do what needed to be done to make a relationship work, which is a lot of sacrifice, right? But the Knight of Cups is the relationship. The emotion's still there. We can fix it. We can band-aid it up. Not going to be a problem, but are you willing to do that? Are you willing to do that? Because I'm just saying, I do not think that Donald wants to continue with that. Samantha, thank you for your other donation. All right, what else we got? We got a lot of donations tonight. We are all, I know, 40 donations. Triple Moon Goddess, will everybody big baller and a timeline for the Mystic Palette. All right, let's see what if you're going to be big baller, we need a timeline. We need a timeline. I think that's going to be important indeed. All right, we're still on the grocery store girl. Apparently, that grocery store girl, that must have been some melons right there. I mean, that must have been some world-class melons. We're still on the grocery girl. All right, let's see. Let's see. By the way, we're ending soon. Eventually we got to end the stream. We might as well end it in about 30 minutes. Might as well close it out in about 30 minutes. Monty and Ecto, thank you for your donations. You got just in the wire, just under the wire. All right, let's see. Okay, the 6. All right. You're on the Big Balla stream. You're on the Big Balla, you're on the Big Balla pathway. The 6 of Swords says we're on that. We're on the increase. We're on the expansion. So it's like we have a little bit of a Jupiter action here. 6 of Swords says so, but we're in the page right now. This is something where we're just sort of starting out. We're sort of beginning. We're sort of trying to figure out the comfort zone with some of these new things, or maybe the technology, or maybe things plays and how it goes, or how we're pursuing, or where we want to be in the long run. I do think that you have a more of a reset before the big bala comes. More of a reset, more of a sort of fixing things, resetting things, getting things where they need to be, bottom line, right? Everything needs to reset. We need to figure out what to do. We need to figure out where to chase, how to address it. But there is a tower moment here that needs to happen before we can be big bala. Now, there are some restrictions. You're looking at big beam, big bala. I think that the end of 2022 is going to be much better than the beginning of 2022. That is for sure. I think you do have some things in your way. It could be time-based. It could be motivation. It could be a sort of, how we're doing things basically that needs to be reset. But I think after the reset, I think at the end of 2022, going to be much bigger bala than we currently are today. Much bigger bala than we currently are today. So yeah, I think you're on that path. It doesn't happen overnight. Miracles don't happen overnight. Big changes don't happen overnight. And when we start getting that tower moment in there, it's like we need to sort of do something to sort of recover from that. And I think the recovery is going to be sort of the better path or the superior way into being big bala indeed. Crystals and Paint wants to know. Let's see. How is the remaining cat coping? Crystal, sorry for your loss again. I'm sorry for your loss once more. Yeah, it really sucks. Okay, we can use, let's use a deck that you like for this. We'll get that done. All right, how are we going to be coping? How's the remaining cat sort of dealing with things as it goes? Let's find out and see where that is going to lead us long term. I do think you have a Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, and the Lovers. This is something where the cat needs to sort of be more attached to you. The cat understands that you are the lifeline. You are sort of where the cat needs to be and what the cat has. And you're sort of being the dependent upon you right now. The Lover says you're going to get much closer to this other cat, and they are going to get much closer to you as well. The Lovers, right? They did suffer a loss. The Nine of Swords. Is this something where they are concerned? They're confused. They don't understand what happened. That is going to be something as well. Knight of Pentacles, though. They enjoy their condition, they enjoy their life, they enjoy what's going on, how they're doing it, and all the things they have in their life right now. And this is something where they're going to continue to enjoy it. They're just going to get closer to you. So I think they're coping. They have to adjust to the new normal, and the new normal is sort of getting more close to you. And, having your comfort, having your love there is going to make this a good transition and an easy transition for them. But I think overall, they're going to cope quite well. Iveth wants to know something. They have a question down below. They want to know. Really loving that background. Thank you very much. Iveth, I have no idea what your question is. Let me scroll up and find it. If I can, did it already scroll off? No, it did down below. Okay, my boss told me that the job where I want to go back is a hiring freeze. Will I be able to work again this year? Then we have a hiring freeze. Yeah, I'm going through something similar. We're going through something similar. They haven't hired anybody else. A lot of people left and they haven't hired anybody. So I'm going through something very similar to what you are. Anyway, will I be able to work again this year? Are they going to have some opportunities for me this year? We got inflation. We got, a lot of challenges coming in there. I think you will be able to indeed. We're going with a thumbs up now. I like it overall. Queen of Pentacles talks about getting back to work. It really does. It talks about that. Now, this is a journey that is challenging indeed. You have a Ten of Wands over here. It feels challenging. It feels like it's a weight on our shoulders. A Queen of Pentacles says that's quite all right, though. That's going to be okay. It's not going to be a big problem. You have a new home with a new job. Overall, Four of Wands says absolutely yes, not going to be a problem. Queen of Pentacles does point to income, earnings, and getting the stuff done. Now, again, we are looking at a challenging opportunity or sort of a challenging way, to sort of get that way. But I do think you are going to work indeed, not going to be a problem. Neve has a question below. Neve, let's see what you got going on over here. Ladies Brothers are going to chasing the dog. Question: will our kitchen reno start soon? And how will it go? Anna K, please. Anna K, you want? Anna K, you have. Anna K is right here. And everybody loves the Anna K. This deck was one of the first decks that I used. One of the first decks that I've ever used when I started, like 12 years ago. I started this channel 12 years ago. And this is one of the first decks that I used. And it still looks brand new. That is quality, my friends. If you're going to make a tarot deck, do it the Anna K way and come up with a quality like this. Everybody will be pleased and want to purchase everything else that you possibly make. All right. Now, you know what I'm saying? We got these opportunities. We need to find out how it goes. We need to know, will the kitchen reno start soon and how will it go? This is a kitchen. This is a kitchen indeed. So that is a yes. That is a yes. This is a kitchen right here. Very active, a lot of food running around, a lot of drinks running around. And this is something where it is opening. It is having an opportunity. Now, this does look like there's a little bit of stuff going on though there. I mean, how will it go? Is there some competition or some fighting, maybe some drama, maybe some infighting? Overall, the infighting, the drama is not going to be too prevalent because it's only one card. It's like at the end, it's kind of a surplus card, but the scanning, the environment, the new opportunities, the new things coming in sort of look good. And we have a kitchen here. So overall, I think it's going to go pretty well, but just watch out for any drama. Watch out for anything that may be a distraction from the mainstay. You know what I mean? Because when you want to go in there, you want to go in there strong. You don't want to go in there with, ain't nobody got time. Does anybody have time for drama nowadays? Raise your hand if you have time for drama, because nobody has time for drama nowadays. Literally zero people have time for that. And what I'm saying is patent. Should I patent my idea? Because you know what? When you patent your idea, you're going to get some money. You are going to get some money from that. You lock it down so nobody can steal it. Nobody locally, at least, can steal it. That's one of those things where you need to patent it. So if somebody does steal it, you get a little money. I'm just saying. 5 Pentacles, King of Swords, and the 7 of Pentacles. Now, I think this is a yes, even though you have a couple of challenging cards in here. Hang on with me. 5 of Pentacles, let's come back to that. Okay, let's come back to that. I think that points to that you lose money if you don't. It feels like that you lose money if you don't patent the idea. Now, the 7 of Pentacles is our main meat and potatoes right here. Or if you're on keto, it's your meat and cheese. Okay, or your meat and cauliflower rice. 7 of Pentacles talks about investing in your future, investing in something, preparing for the future, making it happen, and preparing and investing. 7 of Pentacles says do that. Plant the seeds of success, and I think the patent points to planting those seeds, right? King of Swords. You need to take command. You need to take the king position. You need to take this. You need to take a command of this and don't wait around, because the 5 of Pentacles says you may lose money if you don't. You may lose money if you don't. Obviously, entertainment purposes only. Entertainment purposes only. Never patent something based on a fat man reading your cards on the internet. But if you do, then that is going to be something that is beneficial to you long term. At least that's what I think. Really sad place. I'm not sure why so many things I've tried to accomplish, but that's a long. Now I've worked. What do I need to know right now to accomplish my goals? Okay, let's do that. We got. We'll do a 1-carder here. What do I need to know to accomplish my goals? Knight of Wands. Just do it. Nike, just do it. I mean, there is an opportunity here for you to reach your goal, but you just have to do it. So, right, we're in a sad place. We all in a sad place. We have challenges. We all have challenges. You can't just bend over, declare failure, declare that you're depressed, declare that you're going to waste a lot of time. Ain't nobody got time for that either. You need to go forward and get it done. The Knight of Wands is a very powerful, fiery card. And if you don't have that fire underneath you, if you don't have that fire within you in order to accomplish your goals, you're just not going to do it. Sure, you're going to have challenges. Sure, you're going to have problems, and you're going to have setbacks, and you're going to have just dead ends, and there's a constant kind of thing. But if you don't embrace what you do have, if you don't embrace sort of the opportunities, if you don't make it happen, if you don't pave the way through, you're never going to get it done. So ignore the challenges, ignore these things, make your goals happen. There's no advice that you need except just do it. I think if you just waste a lot of time, you're just going to waste a lot of time. If you get depressed, you're just going to get depressed. Don't get that way. Go forth, do it, ignore anything in your way, and just plow through. Plow through it. You got to do it sometimes. You just got to plow through it. Anyway, how would my day be tomorrow? Julie wants to know. I got a day tomorrow. It's going to be a good day, bad day. It's Friday. Julie, it's Friday. Julie, it's Friday. How bad could it be? How bad could it possibly be? All right. And since it's Thursday, can you give me a like and sub? If you're in chat, give me a like and sub, please. I have all sorts of fantastic things going on this channel. We're unboxing all of Amy's new prototype decks that she sent me. Downright exciting is what that is. We just did the Harry Potter one. Tomorrow we're going to do the Alice in Wonderland. Then we're going to do the Rick and Morty Tarot. We got endless decks coming in all the time that we need to unbox. We need to do 4K flip throughs. We have all of this excitement around here. We need to get that done. If you're not subbed, you're going to miss all that crap. You're not going to see these decks anywhere else. You're not going to see them anywhere else. You're not going to see them. If you're not subbed, you're going to miss them. You're going to miss some of the best decks on the internet because you're not subbed. Bottom line, you're going to miss news. You're going to miss the tarot creation project that I have on my Patreon right now. Just posted another video where I show you how to make a beautiful portrait. A beautiful portrait. Let me show you this freaking portrait, because you're like, okay, Mr. Fat Man, you're talking about how great your portrait is that you just posted a tutorial on. How good is it? This is how it looks. This is what it looks like. This is what the portrait looks like that I just taught you how to make. I just taught you how to make this on my Patreon. You can go and you can look at, that's kind of bright, but you can go and, can I reduce this down a little bit? Maybe? Okay. You can go, that's a little too much. You can go and you can see how to make this portrait. I'll show you the whole thing, how to make this portrait on the Patreon. You're missing the stuff. I'm just saying. You got to like and subscribe. I mean, I work hard. I work every day. I'm out there. I'm working. I'm making it happen. Anyway, speaking of making it happen, let's make the focus happen. Let's make the focus happen, because it's always good when the cards are in focus. That's always good for the stream. Otherwise, the stream's really freaking awkward if you can't read the cards, okay? Anyway, all right. Let's say, how will the day be tomorrow? Well, Julie, it is Friday. Temperance says it's nice. It's nice. A lot of people are leaving for the weekend. Okay, here's what happened, Julie. Here's what happened. Everybody got back and they're like, screw this. I need to go back on vacation. You know what I'm saying? The strength card says be patient this weekend. Don't try to rush anything this weekend. This weekend, relax. This weekend, back up. Don't try to rush things, because I don't think that's going to do you any good. Bottom line, strength card says just relax. Just relax. Be patient. There's a lot of things, not a lot. There's a couple of things working your nerves, right? Friday, that's going to be it. You're just going to have to put up with it. Not a big problem. King of Cups. Don't get too emotionally attached to anything this weekend either. Friday's going to be kind of dull for you. I don't think there's anything big happening. Temperance card kind of points to the little dullness, a little bit of a slowness. That's okay. It's short. The whole thing is kind of like a wheel of fortune, right? The same things that you've had, you're going to continue to have. That's just going to be the way it goes. Gabby, you're 2 away. YouTube user has another question. Let's find out what YouTube is. The girl that backstabbed the grocery store called Save On Foods. That's the most boring grocery store name ever. It's called Save On Foods. Really? Okay. A is interested in that girl that works at the grocery store. Does she have someone in her life? We're stuck on the grocery store girl. Okay. I beat to death the melon joke, but it's still valid. I think it's still valid. So, I'm not gonna go back. Don't worry. If you're concerned, don't worry. We're not going back there. Okay. All right. We're still in the grocery store girl for some random reason though, but we'll see it. Does she have somebody in her life? Is he still interested in her? The 5 says no. The 5 says no. All right, he got shot down pretty quickly, right? She could have got the pie in the face thing. She could have kicked him in the nuts. I don't know what's happening, but there's too much conflict. There's too much drama with that. I don't think that went anywhere, so I don't think he's still interested. Now, I don't think that she has anybody in her life. I think she's kind of high maintenance. No offense to if you're watching the girl at the Save on Food store, if you're watching, no offense, but I think you're kind of high maintenance. I mean, a little bit of the high priestess with the Queen of Pentacles, a little bit propped up too much, I don't think it went anywhere. I just don't think it went anywhere. The Super Linares Tarot version 2, by the way, in case you're wondering where that is or what that is. Gabby, you're finally next. How about 23 love appearance be like? All right, let's find out. How will this love appearance be? Will it be dynamic? Will angels sing? Will angels sing? If I'm going to make a love appearance, it's going to be with this deck right here. And that is a Modern Love Tarot. Modern Love Tarot. Does M still want me? Let's see. Femme. Does M still want me? Should I patent my idea? Femme. Does M still want me? I thought I did that one. Did I not do that one? Did I not do that one? Let me know. Rewind. I thought I did that one. I have it marked as done. I have a very clear system where I mark things that I did, and I have that one marked that I did it. Fem, go back and see if it's there. If it's not there, email me and I'll catch up with it. But I do believe I did it. Let me know if I did or didn't. Maybe I mismarked it or something. Temperance is back. Okay. All right. You're looking at love, right? Okay. Oh, the true love appearance. What will it be like? And Temperance says that you're basically introduced by a mutual friend, okay? A mutual friend sort of introduces you. And that's sort of where we're at here, right? You're at a party, you're at a family gathering, you're just something, you're sort of introduced almost to this particular individual. Queen of Pentacles and the World. You know that there's something about this person because the Tarot Oracle show told you. The Tarot Oracle show told you about it, okay? The Queen of Pentacles. Is this something that really sort of, this is one of those, right? Tio was on screen, Tio, but you skipped to PayPal. Oh, I did? Oh, okay. All right. I did. All right. Well, Maruta, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Maruta's more on top of the stream than me, and I'm running it. Maruta, I need to hire you, I think. Anyway, all right. Film, I paused. Okay, film. Okay, I got you. I'll come back to him. Queen of Pentacles, end of the world. This is something where something's going on. It's something special. It's something dynamic. I don't think the angels sing, but it feels like something needs to happen. This is a weird sort of explanation, but it feels like something needs to happen. Something needs to happen. I think that's what the bear feeling, I think that's what the prominent feeling here is. It's like there's pending energy that needs to be released. There's pending things that need to be done, and something needs to happen, and it just has not happened yet. Now, Fem, we skipped Fem. I marked it as done, and I marked it incorrectly, apparently. But, that's the way I do that sometimes. I think that's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. Anyway, does M still want me? M, do you still want them? I mean, we could ask Hierophant, Ace of Wands, and the Hermit. Yeah, no. The Hermit card's really kind of a downer here. I mean, I know you waited like a year for this reading. I'm sorry. A Hermit card's kind of a bummer. It's kind of a downer. I'm gonna go ahead and let you know now that you do have a little bit of a bummer Hermit card. This is something where they want to be alone for now, right? The Ace of Wands. There is some connection here, but it has been broken by the Hierophant. It feels like everything was too weighty. It was too intense. It was too much to handle. It was too much to gather. It was too much to go forth and get on there. Hierophant into the Ace of Wands feels like things were just, connection was broken. The twig, the stick was broken. And the Hermits, I just want to be alone right now. I just want to be alone at this moment. Now, that happens. That happens. My girlfriend wants to be alone all the time. She wants to be alone 90% of the time. 90% of the time, she wants to be alone. I think that's stress, right? I think some people, when they get really stressed or, you know what I mean? They have some things in their life that they can't handle. They just want to be alone so they can process it, so they can sort of let their subconscious catch up and all of this other stuff. Anyway, YouTube user wants to know, N feels for me, I don't feel anything with him anymore. I don't care anymore. Don't care anymore. YouTube user has a quad reading. Just a quad reading with that. All right. You know, some people just like to be alone sometimes. I mean, okay. So my girlfriend likes to be alone when she's stressed. That's the ticket. That's the ticket. I like to be alone when I have a new hobby. I love to be alone when I have a new hobby and I want to pursue the hobby. And that could be video games, painting, board games, whatever it is. I'm all excited about it. I want to do nothing in my life but that one thing. And if I have to put up with extra stuff, it works my nerves. I want to be alone when I have a new hobby. I think everybody has their trigger where they just need to be alone. They just need to be alone for a little bit. And that hermit card is it. Does N have any feelings for me at all? I'm done with them. I think N's going to be back, but you're right. I mean, we do have a bit of a separation. The devil card reversed. I think they're tired of it. They're tired of this connection. They're tired of things. They will, but like everything, right? They will be back. They will be back. It's not going to be a problem. 5 of Cups. There is a level of disappointment in this connection. You have to understand that N is somebody that always returns. They do have wander off, but they always return. The devil reversed. I think they're shortening that time, though. In other words, they leave, they come back, they leave, they come back. They're shortening that time a bit. 5 of Cups says it is a little bit of disappointment, but you're looking at Judgment card. This is something where they will return. They will be back. The reincarnation, the rebirth of that particular individual, that particular thing. Apparently, I missed a YouTube user. Will I become a team in 2022? Chances seem bleak. Will I become a team manager? I see it. Team manager, not a problem. Will I become a team manager in 2023? It seems bleak. It seems bleak indeed. I mean, let's find out if that's going to be, 2022, if that's going to be all right. You are very concerned about it, but it's going to come about. It's going to come about. Not going to be a problem. We're going with the thumbs up here. This is something that your negativity is hurting you. Your negativity is holding you back here. Victoria, thank you for your donation. Your negativity, right? The 9 of Swords. You're concerned. You're like, oh my God, this is bleak. This is terrible. It's never going to happen. It's so awful. It's so terrible. 9 of Swords. Stop worrying. But YouTube, you take my advice. Can I take my advice? Stop worrying about it. Okay, stop worrying about it. The 2 of Cups and the 10 of Cups shows your connection as a team manager. It shows your connection to the job. It's going to happen. The happy home, happy family of the 10 of Cups is going to be very powerful for you, and it's going to happen. You just stop worrying. The YouTube user, just stop worrying about it. Just stop worrying about it. Okay, that's all you need to do. From now on, every time you ask that question, I'm going to tell you, of course. That's what I'm going to tell you. Of course. I mean, why even have that question? Why even have that question? Of course you're going to be there. All right, last one. I think the last one. YouTube user, I think your last question is this one. I think so. All right. Let me know if it's not. We're going to Samantha. How will I do this spring semester? You're Samantha. You're going to do amazing. You're one of the smartest people on the stream. Quite frankly, you're possibly one of the smartest people on this stream. So I have 100% confidence that you're going to do just great. Let's see what the tarot says. I know the tarot will agree with me. Let's look. Look at that. 2 of Pentacles. You got the Hermit and the 3 of Pentacles. Now, as you know, as Samantha knows, Samantha's been around a long time. Samantha knows. In my book, I talk about the Hermit being a successful transition, a successful landing spot to something new, to something good, to something that you've been chasing. Whether you're buying a house, whether you're going to school, whether you're getting into a relationship, relationship. The Hermit card in this context of the question points to a successful landing where you need to be. And I think it's going to go well. You successfully land there, you get it going. Now, there's a lot of teamwork here. You have a lot of people that you meet that you enjoy, that are able to help you, that are your study buddies, that have a lot of these things, available to them. You're able to understand what's going on. You get the specifications from this person and you're able to understand it. You're able to process it. You're able to do it. Not a problem at all. The creation aspect of the 3 as well. It's almost like you have more choices than you've ever had here. It feels like a lot of things go well. A lot of things go smoothly. Not going to be a problem. Again, you're one of the smartest people on the stream. I got literally complete confidence in you getting it done. Samantha, why did Eric contact me after 9 months? What the hell does Eric want? What does Eric want over there? What is Eric doing? Why is Eric being so weird sometimes? I think Eric's weird. I think Eric has a weird side of him. Ooh, you got Mr. Romance and the Hierophant. It seems like they just want a quickie. Entertainment purposes only, but this looks like it is. It looks like it is. The Knight of Cups is Mr. Romance. I'm just going to go with what I feel here, what I think here. Now, I think Eric's kind of awkward. Eric, if you're watching, no offense, I think you're kind of awkward. The Knight of Cups into the Page of Wands. It's like they want something. They're not sure how to get it. They're not sure how to proceed. They're not sure what to do with this. Hierophant, it is not something serious, not something heavy. They just want to casually come in and get some on the side. Casually come in and get some on the side. But, that's entertainment purposes only. It looks like the seal's coming off the card. The seal is extending off of the card. I didn't have room. I'm kind of limited right here on horizontal space. A lot of vertical space, but not much horizontal space. So I had to get the seal's booty, and the seal had to go, a little bit off the card there. But that's the way it goes. That is the way it goes. You know what? I will give all of y'all a tour in a video I'll give all of you a tour of all of the paintings that I did for the waterfall tarot. Ecto B. I'll make a video. Will Danny contact me again? I don't know what happened to our friendship. Like, what did happen over there? Let's go to the tower and find out if Danny's going to contact us again. We're going to go for this one. I like this one here. By the way, it is the Phantom Tarot. If you don't know what that is already, it's a fantastic thing. Kay, thank you for your donation. Let's see if that's going to go. Will Danny contact me again? I don't know what happened to our friendship. We had a decent connection. We had things going on, but nothing ever happened with that. Page of Cups, Magician, Wheel of Fortune, it seems to be back, and the Three of Swords. I do think they will contact you again, but I think it won't be for good. Okay, I think Danny will contact you again. Absolutely. What happened to your friendship? I think Danny is basically in a place to where they're having a lot of issues, right? They're having a lot of issues with here. The Page of Cups, Danny's just having a lot of issues, having things going on over there. Magician says that they think they have control, but they don't. And that is the interesting point. They think they have control, but they don't with this particular matter. Good news is it's all kind of closing out. It's all kind of coming to a close, coming to an end, because we have the Wheel of Fortune where things get back to normal. And when things get back to normal, the Three of Swords says they understand that they miss some people. They haven't contacted some people. They haven't kept up with friendship, because friendship takes dedication. It takes time. And if you neglect it, then yeah, you are going to lose a lot of your good friends. You're going to lose a lot of the good connections, but they will be back. They understand the Three of Swords, that there are upset people. There are people that just haven't been contacted, and they just haven't kept up. They just haven't kept up with some of their friends. Why did M start talking to me? Should have waited around. All right, we got ghosted. We got ghosted. Why did we get ghosted? What is going on? And should we wait around? Money. Welcome to the stream, by the way. The World, Death, and the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I wouldn't wait. No, I wouldn't wait around for this particular individual. Absolutely not. Death says release them. Release them. It's time to release them. The world said that your expectations, what you see, what you expected from this particular contact or this particular thing is just not what you're getting. Right? You had a bigger connection. You had more excitement. You had more expectations. You had the world. You thought it was all in here, but it actually wasn't. It was not as stable as you thought, and changes did occur. I would not wait around at all. I would get moving. Knight of Pentacles. You have a lot of good things going. You have a lot of people that are interested in you. You have a lot of people that are waiting for you to be out on the market if that's what you want to do. I don't think you should wait around at all. No, that is a thumbs down. Do not wait around. Do not hesitate. Get going. The Knight is a movement card. The Knight of Pentacles is also pride in what you have. I think you had a good life, and get back to it. Camille, thank you for your donation. Victoria, general read with the baby Buddha deck. There we go, Victoria. We can get that done indeed. Baby Buddha deck. All right. Let's go with the tiles. I think you're talking about the tiles. The tiles. No, let's not do the tiles. Let's do the deck first. You did say deck. You didn't specify tiles. We're going to go with that. Kay, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. You didn't say that. We're going to go with this. We're going to go with this. A little Buddha Tarot, Ace of Wands, Queen of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. Interesting indeed. A general read. Let me tell you what's going to happen. Ace of Wands talks about some mysteries. You have some mysteries in your life that need to be sort of looked at, that need to be examined. I would not touch those. It's almost like that they vanish. Anything that you're doubting, anything that you're concerned about, anything that you're wondering about that has sort of a mysterious vibe to it is not to be concerned with. I think these are distractions. Bottom line, I think these are distractions. Queen of Swords talks about challenging people in your life. Don't deal with them. Don't deal with them. What can you do to circumvent them? What can you do to sort of move on and not have that be one of your focuses, or move on and not have that be a weight in your life because you don't have time, you don't need it? Queen of Swords says don't pursue things that are negative. Don't pursue things that are going to be sort of a negative aspect with that. Ten of Wands. What can you shake off? You're carrying too much. You're doing too much. Too many people expect too many things. You expect a lot of things from yourself, right? You need to just sort of manifest better conditions. You need to sort of figure out, what am I doing? How can I improve it? What can I get rid of so I am just not in a place, in a position where I am too encumbered? Mickey, thank you for your subscription. Kay wants to know, is it a good idea to invite Jay with my friends on Saturday? Let's feel about that. Let's do that. And we do another Kay reading. We got Camille. Then we're wrapping up. I think Camille's going to be the last reading tonight, my friends. I've enjoyed my time with you, but I do need to go eat a sandwich and take a shower, my friends. All right, let's see, Kay. Is it a good idea to invite Jay with my friends on Saturday? Absolutely. See, this is the party card. This is the party card, okay? Nine of Cups is sort of a party, and a lot of people see this. A lot of people sort of respect this in the Nine of Cups. It is a party card. So you're out, you're with your friends, you have a party going on, and it feels like that Jay needs to be invited. Jay does not need to be sitting here. Jay does not need to be isolated like this, because the Nine of Pentacles says everyone is inclusive here. We need to get Jay in here. You got a couple of nines. The party needs to happen. The party's going to be there. The stability that you're going to have with that is going to be very powerful indeed, and going to be very potent indeed too. Carolina, thank you for your donation. I will read you tomorrow when I start the stream. I need to wrap up. We're going on an hour and a half, and losing my voice a little bit. I'm starving to death, so I need to leap out of here. Carolina, no, you're not too late. I will get your reading tomorrow. Tomorrow, when I first start the stream at 6:15 p.m., I will get your reading. How does he feel about me right now? Will he reach out soon? Kay wants to know that. We'll use a little bit of tarot one last time. Uno mas. We'll be all right. We'll be all right with that. Let's find out if we can get that done. How's he feel about me? The Sun. Nice. The nice. Very nice. Now, there are some things that are good here. The Sun is exceptionally good. Again, this is something that it just needs to shine a light on that, hey, I haven't kept up. I just haven't kept up with everything, right? Knight of Pentacles, I really, really enjoyed my interactions, my connections with Kay. I loved my connections with Kay, and I want to get that out there. I want to get that done. Now, Eight of Pentacles says they immediately start working towards that again. They're like, I'm sorry, let me get everything back to normal. Let's get the Wheel of Fortune out. Let's get it done. That is going to be very important for them to do indeed. So yes, indeed. I think that is possible. Camille, you're the last reading tonight. Camille, you are right here. Will I find money to start a truck business, and will I succeed? If I'm going to start a new business, it is going to be with this beautiful deck right here, my friends. This beautiful deck, Camille, you got the best deck in the entire. You got the best deck in the entire Tarot Tower. The entire Tarot Tower. You got the best one. And we need to find out for Camille about starting a truck business, because right now trucking is hot. Trucking is freaking hot. I mean, I know a couple of people in trucking, and it is insane right now. It's insane. Because everybody's staying home, everybody's ordering everything, and it's just nonstop transportation. The supply chain problem is making all the deliveries just rush. We need more deliveries, more deliveries. Everything is out of stock. We need more deliveries. Trucking's hot right now. I'm just saying right now, trucking is hot indeed. All right. Can we get a truck business, and can we succeed? Will you find some money? If you're patient enough. This is about patience. I mean, this is something, right? Eight of Wands and strength. I think you will find the money, but there's some patience that you need. It's almost like either licensing, getting some things done, getting everything set up seems to be the problem. Money comes. Money does happen, right? You have an Eight of Wands. The movement is there. The money movement to get that done. Wheel of Fortune, sort of doing what you're doing, saving, getting everything out there, getting everything moving makes the grade. It gets your movement. It gets your opportunities open for you, and you're able to do a King of Swords moment, which is sort of take command, take control of this, and get it started and get it done. Strength says there are some hiccups along the way. I think there's a licensing issue, some sort of a paperwork issue that we're having. There's some sort of a startup thing. It's almost like the startup costs are a little more than you had expected. And it does feel like that it does take some patience. You do have some hiccups along the way. But the movement card, the powerful movement card, the Eight of Wands, that fiery aspect with the wands coming in through here, the King of Swords, the command, the ability to make it happen, the ability to take control is so powerful that it can't really offset the need for patience. It is something that will happen. It is absolutely looking great for this. Now, obviously, entertainment purposes only, but if you're asking me, I think it looks fantastic. But be aware, this is something that takes a little more effort than what you originally had anticipated. And that is it for me. I thank you for being here. I appreciate all of y'all. Carolina, you're first up tomorrow. I appreciate everybody's donations, and we'll see you then.
Life goes up and it goes down. I know my mom taught me that. I figured why we fool around so little, and we keep track of time, being so serious, idiots, thinking it will matter, keep me company downtown, before the clock runs out. Sun is shining, but the rain is welcome too. Friends are nearby, don't need another view. Time is not on my mind, but then it's you. Oh, I love it when the love comes around, and then I remember all things must pass. But I'm not gonna wake up, I'm not ready, let me have another day. Don't wake up, keep it steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up. No, no,